4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Look at this. Look at this. The secret is, it's revealed. Can't have this. See, I told them to fix this today, and they didn't fix it. And now look at what I'm doing. I'm doing your job. Why do I have to do your job? See, why is this doing this now? You give me so much agita, you know? It's too much. You see, you're not going to get it. Your mother's ass. You got to have this stuff done the right way. I don't know how it gets messed up. It's in its place. Nobody touches it. It's just me and green. Look, what is this? What happened here? Are you kidding? No, I gotta fix it. I can't have this. This is not what I pay you for. I'm done now. I gotta fix it. I don't know how it got like that. It was working fine for 3 weeks. for 3 weeks. Now I gotta do some taping. I don't know why. I never had to do this before. Let's see how that holds up. I think we're okay. You alright? Huh? Is it? I mean, behind it? Can you see me? It's good, right? Alright, we'll redo it all tomorrow. My goodness. I mean, I couldn't do a show like that. That would be unbelievable. Alright. Good evening. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Isn't this great? It's, what is it? You almost said December. November 26th? Yeah, 2020. It was a good day. I went to my folks. My sister and her husband Abhi drove out from Texas. The nephew was there. Nothing happened, so everything worked out. I flew the drone and got some cool footage of the area, which I never had before, so I wanted to get and show my dad, some things the drone could do. And I'm surprised. I don't know if they're up on the thing here. Let's see. Oh, you won't get to see them tonight. I count your blessings, all right? You don't really care. It is cool footage. I have to admit, we could see about 70 miles today. It's so clear in Phoenix, right, Lisa? Out in Mesa, even in Mesa, it was flat. I don't know, wherever you live. Glendale, Phoenix, Gilbert. Glendale. Who lives in Glendale? Oh, Jeff Willis lives in Glendale. Jeff Woolwine, hey man, lives in South Phoenix. Well, shouldn't say living, existing. That's it for tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out. And for those of you who showed up late, I'm joking. Hey, Long Island Bigfoot. That's right. Super Chat's open. Trying to keep Goof on alive. Long Island Bigfoot with a $2 Super Chat saying, Happy Thanksgiving to you, mine, and yours. Thank you very much, Long Island Bigfoot. Whose channel is growing very nicely. I see it all the time. 2,800. You're flying. We were about even a few months ago, and I thought I was doing well. Those Bigfoot channels are fun. I want to see Bigfoot, though. You know what I mean? I want you to have a conversation with him, put out some apples, some grapefruits, whatever the frigonometry you guys do over there with your welcome baskets and front lawns. I don't know. It's Long Island. I didn't know there's Bigfoot in Long Island. We got to have you on. I know I talked about it 6 months ago, I think. Okay, call a messenger. We'll come on. Yeah, you want to come on? Nothing ever happens. Roll call, Long Island Bigfoot in the house. Welcome to the show, Viper 4 Gaming. Welcome on this happy Thanksgiving evening. Yes, we just started at 1:15 the hour. Crazy A. Welcome. I'm not sure if I've seen your name here before, but welcome. That was weird. I said name. I almost said retarded. I said I feel a little retarded. I almost said I feel a little retarded. DJ in the house. I got to have you on too. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll just have everybody on. I'll contact everybody. Alien Girl 111 was thinking about coming on, I think, 6 months ago as well, right? So maybe we'll just... we could have an all-girl week. And we'll throw in Bigfoot on Wednesday, maybe. I don't know. Monday, Tuesday, girl. Wednesday, Bigfoot, to bring back the testosterone. And then Thursday, Friday, girl. I like the way this is going. All right. Just check your emails in the next day or so. If you don't see an email, swear at me. I'll feel the energy, and then it'll hit me like a ton of bricks. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper 77's here, and with a $4.99 Super Chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. Thank you for the Super Chat. I think there was another one, yeah? The Long Island and you. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Pineapple Snickle Fritz Sal. Good vibes to you, my friend. Welcome to the show. Mike Johnson. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Pineapple Snickle Fritz Sal before. I love seeing new people just coming by checking it out, you know. I know you don't know what this show is about, really. It's about everything we talk about in the paranormal, just to interrupt the roll call. Because I see new faces in here, so I want to let you know, hey, I call it like I see it. I try not to be a jerk. You know, I'm getting better at not being that way, but hey, every now and then you got to lay the lumber out. I'm old school. I can't help it. But we have fun too. You know, I have fun. I don't know if you are, but we try to have a little fun with some psychic stuff and what else? Magic 8 Ball, alien ad libs. We call people. I take calls sometimes. It's random. People will be on the show for like a week and then nobody will be on for 6 months. It's just weird like that. And corroborating and with Third Phase of Moon has brought a lot of new faces over. So you really, you know, it goes 90% to them. I mean, really, who are we kidding? But thank you all very much. To continue on, we just want the truth. And I don't like people that lie. And I'm very good at figuring out people that lie. I really am. I don't brag about much. Balloons, dots, people. Tina Mobley's here. Thank you for hanging out. I've seen you in other places like Dark Hour, Space Paranormal. Welcome to the show, DHP. You guys are awesome. You know who that sounds like? Whatever happened to? We should do that later. Whatever happened to? We'll do it right after this. Big Cat. I see you right there. Boom. Yeah, that is a nice lineup, having the ladies come on the show. Strictly ladies. No boyfriends chiming in. Who you on the phone with? Oh, this is Rich Jonah. That fruit. Look at him. He doesn't shut up. You watch Rich too? Hey, oh. Yeah, right. Third Phase of Moon is here. Very welcome to see you. Yes, very good Thanksgiving, actually. Nah, not much to talk about. Hey, Bob Space M. How you doing, Bob M? Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Sock Puppet 2000. Is that mystery? That would be cool. Mr. Fast Hemi Machinist, welcome to the show. Sock Puppet, because Sock Puppet was a name that one of my co-hosts and was supposed to be a friend of the show, he went by Mystery, like Mr. Not, but it sounded like mystery. You know. I like that. I like play on words like that. Is it Kian Henderson or Kian? I like the way that spell Kiahn. Con? Kian. Damn it. Can you put it phonetically in there now so I know how to pronounce it? Pot Roast, one of the best names in the history of names. There's only a few I say that to. I love Pot Roast. It's one you don't forget. Hey, did you talk to Pot Roast? Yeah, he was in Rich's chat room. Are you kidding me? Okay, get Pot Roast. You never forget it. Sir Lawrence, welcome. Hi, welcome back. Good to see you. I think you were here before. Thomas Roberts, welcome. Good to see everybody popping in. All right, it looks like there's a good plethora. Steve Grilly of new people here. Prairie Fire. How are you guys and dolls? Stephen Grilly. John Vittor. Couture. That's the clothing line. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. That's every time I think of Vittor. But yeah, I think it used to mean something else, but now it's Couture. John Vittor. Welcome to the show. All right, should we get to it? Stargate Traveler. I hate to leave people out. Welcome to the show. Cuppy. Hey, yeah. Oh, I didn't want to forget that one. That was a good one. Alien Girl 111. Didn't want to forget either. Did I forget Lisa Marie? That's just wrong. How you doing, Lisa? Good to see you. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. All right, can we get to work now? What's up, Mike Johnson? I don't know if I said hi. All right, Grandmaster UV, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving. This is great. Man, thank you. I didn't expect, seriously, 35 people. I'm thinking, I'll do a show for 35 people. I just want to talk. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I have to talk about, what are we going to do? Can we do that? Whatever happened to. All right, let's do whatever happened to. We'll kick the show off with that. Now, this is an impromptu thing, but I don't know if some of you remember, and I want you to put down in the chat room whatever happened to. You don't have to put in whatever happened to. Just go ... something like that, and, to, I say, Stanton Friedman. He's dead. So we would say he's dead. We'd figure it out. Do you remember Corey Good? Whatever happened to Corey Good? Oh, this is going to be good. I could tell already. Oh, Baby Jane and Baby Girl and, oh yeah. Oh, they probably didn't think there was a show. Gina Girl and Baby? Corey Good. Start off there. Bees Nest Film. Welcome to the show. Bees Nest Films, plural. Whatever happened to Corey Good? He's still around. His father just passed away, almost a year to the day of his stepfather passing away. And he's just now in mourning. So, yeah, there was a tweet. But as far as him doing anything else, he's still rolling the same script out. Nothing's changed, just so you know. Who else? Baby Jane. I don't know who Baby Jane is. Whatever happened to the cast of Predator? That's funny you would say that, because Predator is kind of like Bigfoot. He is. Tell me he's not. Wait a second. We just had this tail off now. Hold on. We just opened up another timeline of conversation. You guys are rolling. Look at John Lear, the Hoff. I know. What's up, Stone Hobbit? Sir Lawrence, how you guys doing? Off-World Adam. So the cast of Predator. Well, we know where Schwarzenegger is. He's doing his thing. Still making Terminator movies. The Expendables and whatnot. Carl Weathers is still doing acting and producing in Hollywood. The bald guy, can't remember his name. I think he died, right? Didn't he have his head blown off? Oh, that was in the movie. That was in the movie. But I do think he died. I think he died of cancer, right? And Jesse the Body, well, Jesse Ventura, he's still doing his podcast or show, whatever you want to call it. Conspiracy Theorist number 2, right after Alex Jones. Well, who's bigger? Alex Jones or David Icke? I would say Alex Jones at this point. So is Predator like a Bigfoot? Has all the same qualities. Disappears. Sometimes there's glowing eyes. Or you see the refraction from your infrared camera, maybe, I don't know. Big, elusive. Doesn't have a weapon that we know of, right? I was looking for a Bigfoot picture to put up here. I can't find one. Yeah, it's over with. Should have put up a Predator one. I didn't know we were going to talk about that. Whatever happened to... Okay, Madonna, she's still alive. You guys have got a lot of interesting... Whatever happened to Carl the Alien? Yeah, I don't know. Dave? Dave's not here now. I don't know. Well, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada, so he may be around. Carl's taking a break from what I remember. Tomorrow night is the SOR Roundtable. Right after this show. I'll be on it, I think, right? Because I said, yeah, I want to go on it. Yeah, okay. I'm on it. Nicole Sackich, Bob McGuire. I mean, right there. Dave and one or two more. Can't remember the other people. Forgive me. I think one of them said, keep me on hold. I don't know if I can make it type of deal. I don't know. But that's a great show right there. Science Bob and Nicole Sakic. And Dave. It'll be a good time. I have a good feeling about tomorrow. I can't tell you how this whole last week's been nuts. Phil Schneider's dead. Stan Romanek. Whatever happened to Stan Romanek? Well, you know. We don't have to say it out loud here. Who else you got? John Lear. John Lear's still peddling the millions of species. Excuse me. Several species, millions of them on all the planets. Yeah. They're living on Jupiter where the pressure's like the sun. It's like, because Jupiter was supposed to be a sun, right? It just didn't get hot enough and explode. The Hoff. Whatever happened to the Hoff? God, you guys. Whatever happened to Carl the Alien? Yeah, we don't know. Haven't seen him or Wilcock in a long time. True. You know what it is? They got to come up with new material. You got to write that stuff. You got to memorize it. Not that easy to be a fraud. Let's see. Ken Anderson, Avatar 2. Oh, Avatar 2 won't be out till 2024. I think they're making 3 or 2 more. I think they're making 2 more, but I think 24 and then 28. 24 and 26? 24 and... I don't know. I know that 2024, I think, is when it's when it's supposed to come out. Corey Blake, Wide Awake. That's a nice name. Hi, Rich and Goofon family. Well, welcome to the show. I'm not sure I've seen you, but man, I appreciate this. Thank you. Just giving, we're just figuring out right now. Crazy A, welcome to the show. And Sally Munsal. Sally Munsal. It's 2 Sals in one night. What the hell's happening? And I watched Sal Vulcano. Why am I yelling? And I watched Sal Vulcano do stand-up, and it was very good. From the Impractical Jokers. Pretty funny guy. So we're doing Whatever Happened To. First time we've done that. Hey, Cashew, Gesundheit. Whatever happened to the guy that played Predator? He died, yeah. Lori Oliphant. Avatar 2 again. Happy Thanksgiving to Off-World Adam. Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar. Hey, welcome back. Whatever happened to Mazmi? You want to know where they are? Now that you ask, I'll show you where they are. Now, somebody stole the recipe. Somebody stole the recipe. It's not funny. You think I'm making this up? Ma's Meatballs. That was my mom's name, Rosina. My dad called her Rogina. You know what I mean? He never did. My dad would never do that. Yep. They packaged, look, says home Italian style. All right? These are oven baked. Not like Mama. Mama don't oven bake. Noodles and balls and marinara sauce. Forget about it. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong button. Go back. All right. Know what I mean? That's what happened. That's where they went. That's how much meatballs mean to me. I'm taking pictures of them for the show. Who else? Michael Jackson and Elvis faked their deaths. Well, whatever happened. Who's Baby Jane? Do I have to look it up? You mothers. All right. You're going to make me look it up. Nobody wants to tell me who Baby Jane is. All right. I'm looking it up. I'm going to go to YouTube's and look it up. Baby Jane. Here it comes. Rod Stewart. Well, Daddy, how's that song go? I can't do it. Rod Stewart, nobody sounds like Rod Stewart. It's a Betty Davis movie? Oh, it's a movie. Okay. Yeah, because this is what popped up. Rod Stewart and stuff. Betty Davis's 69-year-old daughter claims her mom practiced witchcraft. It brought us to this. Betty Davis's 69-year-old daughter claims that Betty Davis practiced witchcraft. You know, she was the mommy dearest. Yeah, there it is. Wow. You want to take a look? Yeah, me too. Talks to Brian Gumbel about Joan Crawford in 1987. Let's take a look at this. It's Inside Edition. Where else? This is good. No, can't play movies here. Yeah. All right, what's going on?
Series chronicles the production of the campy classic film Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
You wouldn't be able to do these awful things to me if I weren't still in this chair. But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
Oh my God, that's where that comes from? That's where that comes from? But you are, Blanche. You are in the chair. Because George Costanza said that to a criminal who was in handcuffs at the airport, was being escorted to the airplane that he was going to be going to prison. And on the way, he saw a Time magazine that had his face on the cover. Criminal caught, mastermind criminal caught. George grabs in to grab it, and the guy goes, "That was mine." And George says, "Well, you'd be holding it." And the guy goes, "Look at the cover, you idiot." George looks at it, and it's him. It's the guy. And he goes, "Give me that." And George goes, "No, I'm not." And the guy goes, "Give me that." He goes, "If I wasn't in these shackles." He goes, "But you are, Blanche. You are in the shackles. I'm going to read the magazine in the park. It's supposed to be a beautiful day."
They were notorious.
This is
You are in
good.
that chair. You are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
They were notoriously competitive.
Hollywood journalist Jeannie Wolf.
They competed over men, they competed over parts, they competed over fame.
Betty and Joan may have despised each other, but they also had a lot in common, including the fact that both had daughters who wrote tell-all books. In Joan's case, it was the devastating expose Mommy Dearest, written by Christina Crawford, which was made into another campy classic starring Faye Dunaway.
One of the best movies. Seriously, if you haven't seen Mommy Dearest, that has to be one of the greatest acting jobs I've ever seen. People like Meryl Streep. She's okay. She's not super great. She's just playing variations of her own personality. Jack Nicholson, same role every movie, pretty much, except for when he was the Joker. But it was still him and his personality times 10. Great actors play themselves, and we fall for it. That's why I always said I'd be such a great actor. I can make myself cry. I know how to act. It's not hard. I have and usually people with a great imagination really don't have a hard time acting. I'm acting here right now. I'm acting like I got nothing. I got nothing.
No wire hangers ever!
For Betty, it was My Mother's Keeper, written in 1985 by her daughter, B.D. Hyman, which portrayed Betty as an emotionally abusive alcoholic. Betty's troubled relationship.
So I'm confused. What's this Baby Jane, though? Whatever happened to Baby Jane? I'm confused. I can't play the whole clip. I played too much as it is. The link will be in the description after the show. Whatever happened? Must be the money. Must be the money. Oh, that's a song, right? What else did you guys say? Whatever happened? We'll do one more. Couple more. Hey, Blue Chicken's here. What's up, BC? Eric, 81872. Welcome to the show. Zach.Cast Mansour. Welcome to the show. You guys are done? We're done with that? Here's one. Do you guys remember... Oh my God, I forgot his name. I think I brought it up a few weeks ago. He used to be a friend of the show, and he wanted to have his kid come on because his kid watched the show with him. And I said, yeah, we could have the kid on. And he tells his kid, you can go on tomorrow, he tells his kid. I said, tomorrow? I'm not doing a show tomorrow. Why would you tell your kid that? And then he got mad at me because I said, I'm not doing a show tomorrow. So why would you tell your kid So he was mad. He thinks I didn't want his kid on the show. It was the funniest thing. So I became the loudmouth jerk-off. That's what he called me. When am I ever loud? Except now. Hey, Long Island Bigfoot with a super sticker. Come on, look how fast that's going. Thank you very much. 99-cent super sticker. Damn it. All right, let's go. Let's talk about what happened last night. What was his name? What was his name, guys? Something's wrong. Everything froze for a second. What was his name? Kenny? Kenny. No, it wasn't Joe. I don't know what's going on, why this happens. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Big Cat for saying that. I'm surprised myself. I don't remember his name. He used to be a good friend of the show. He was in the 300. Remember the 300? When we first started out, I could not get more than 300. Couldn't get to 400. It took a long time. And we were the 300 strong. What was his name? All right, well, that's the guy I'm talking. I'll remember because I just had it. You see what I'm doing? You ever have that happen? All right, so last night, Third Phase of Moon revealed a Hollywood producer / actor, Christopher Peters, introduced him to the world. And I can't do this show without talking about it because he sees a lot of things, and we've seen it here from Wreaking Havoc, John, who captures orbs. And some of them, I don't know, man, they look like faces, aliens. It's wild stuff. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, but it's gotta be dust. It just has to. And this Christopher Peters, he's a Hollywood, his dad was John Peters. I mean, I could play it and just let it roll. It's a 37-minute thing. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but it's worth watching if you haven't seen it. It's pretty darn good. I mean, the Cousins brothers made this documentary. They were contacted 4 months ago, been working on it. A lot of work went into this for this. At 37 minutes. It's just done very well. I always said that. Even back in the old days when I used to pick on them, I would say, damn you, Third Phase, but they do good work. All right, here, let's take a look at this. This is pretty good stuff. Here we go. Christopher Peters. You'll see.
Over the past 2 years, in regards to visitations from another world or angelic beings. In this full-length documentary, we're going to be showcasing the evidence and the testimony from Christopher Peters himself, along with Paula Asteria, who we sent out there to meet up with them. Now, enjoy this free full-length documentary exclusively on Third Phase of Moon, The Hollywood UFO Connection. Hollywood producer Christopher Peters, son of Hollywood mogul John Peters. Chris has been in the movie industry for decades.
By the way, he was in The Lost Boys, and he was the bad guy. I couldn't believe that's the guy.
Mr. Peters has been experiencing a phenomenon over the past 2 years in the West Hills of California. Is he being contacted by aliens or angelic beings? Our correspondent, Paula Asteria, meets up at Chris's place on location in the West Hills to discuss and go over footage that Chris has been archiving. All the videos and evidence that you will be seeing in this interview submitted by Chris has been verified not to be doctored or tampered in any way. All the videos submitted are real.
Hey, and by the way, whatever's happening here, the message is probably better than the things we see in the sky. I'm just being honest. But he does some things and something happened to the phone that I've never seen before, and I got to tell you, it was awfully strange. But the orb that you saw, I'll get back to this here. I have to mention it. Well, we'll get to it. He'll show it again. So I know it's long, but it's so good. I just want to watch it. Well, let me do this. I know there's a couple of points here. It's all good. That right there. What you see here on this video is a fraction of how long he follows these orbs. It's very wild stuff. Wreaking Havoc and him should really meet. I'd really like to see if these guys could make contact. What if? Look, this is what it's all about. I may have been doing it wrong all these years, calling people out the way I did. It felt right at the time. But there's a change in this field, and I can't help but go with the flow. And do not blame Third Face for anything, any of my changes. I was already changed when Angus passed away. It changed that next day. So for those of you who have never seen the show, I usually call people out for lying, hoaxing. If MUFON has something bad, or you know what I mean, just that kind of stuff. But we also praise people who do a good job. And with Christopher Peters and Wreaking Havoc, and I have to say this, I don't know why I feel like I have to justify it, but maybe it's my own complex, because I don't want people to think that I'm bashing on anybody. But in the past and even now, we all look at these and say dust first. We do. We've all learned that dust is from, skin flakes, dandruff, your body. It's a lot from you, man. You can't get rid of it, ever. It's always there. I don't care how much you clean. We've seen it at John's. He did control the environment, putting plastic on the vents and sealing the cracks on the doorway and everything else. But he still saw some cool shit. So, and he's having experience. Christopher Peters is having experiences. Whether it's manifested in their mind, it's real to them. And Chris's message is one of pure love. I mean, it's amazing what this guy says. Obviously, being an actor, he's got very good speaking skills, and he knows how to tell a story. But let's not take that away from the message he's giving. And I think that's really important in the field more than ever, because I know we lose a lot of people when we're over aggressive. I mean, look what happened when I said that to Fugel. And I said, come on, balloons, why don't you think that's going to bring us to, follow the yellow brick road to disclosure, I said. And I should have been nicer. You get more with sugar than you do with spice. And I'm working on it. There's a way I could still be me and call people, hey, look, I call the people out that freaking deserve it. So let's, you know what I mean? This guy doesn't deserve it. That's all I'm saying. Neither does John. Anyway.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and when you figured out something unusual and amazing was happening in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 52 years old now. This was 3 years ago. I was probably 49 years old. I was, just everything, married, doing the work, in the film stuff, and kind of in a grind, happy, but, kind of just in a mode where I accepted, okay, this is my life. I love my wife and family, and I was blessed to have it. But, I just kind of was resigned. I had always felt something was coming for me in my life, and I didn't know. And I don't see myself as a person that has any more value than any other person in our life. We're all the same, But I always felt there was something calling me. So, long story short, I work at the house, and one day I'm walking.
So that's pretty important what he just said. He always felt something, but this just started 2 years ago. Why didn't it start 20 years ago, 10 years ago, just now? it might be the fact that he's looking up more, maybe just has a different perspective, maybe had a life-changing experience. He's been sober for a long time, he says, so. But I'm sure he had some rough patches in his life, as a lot of these actors, young actors, fall upon in Hollywood. Anyway, it's interesting, though.
We're having trash cans delivered from the city, as a new trash cans. And I'm walking down the driveway. It's a September day. It's clear skies. It's around 12 noon. I walk down the driveway and get in the trash cans. I'm walking up the driveway and I casually look up above our house, the roof, maybe 100 feet in the air, and I see what looks like some kind of craft sitting in the air. It's not a plane. It's not a helicopter. It's not a drone. It looks like a giant walnut with two big pieces of metal across the front of it. And I stood there and I was totally blown away. I'm looking at this thing for 5 minutes and I'm seeing the sun shine off the back of it. I'm seeing the front in dark kind of metal and like the sun shining off the back in like a glowing silver type of metal. And after 5 minutes, I'm looking at this thing and there's no sound. It's as big as a small plane. It's just sitting there in the sky. And I'm like, holy, you know what? That's a UFO.
Oh, I'm going to jump ahead here right after this. And then I'll stop it. A lot of these things in the sky that he sees, or most of them, are explainable. I would like to see more focus ability on this one because I'm not feeling it on that. And the other one was blurry, so I'm not sure, man. It's hard to get inside somebody's head. But let's just say this. If I didn't see the story when it first came to Third Phase and I wasn't like behind the scenes type of stuff, I would probably say, if this was just me looking at somebody else, that I would say this guy's full of shit. He's full of shit. But he believes it. So who are we to ruin their experience? Now, there's a way to go about it, I'm sure. But that's it. It's hard. And I've tried being nice to people that I don't think are seeing UFOs or seeing things like this. I've been nice, and they're very rude right back to you. 9 out of 10 times, people are just downright rude. How do you know? You weren't there, they say, and they don't know me. If I go in under another name and say, this looks like dust. It's not dust. You don't know. I have these powers. I don't think he would act that way, but he believes in it so strongly. I'd be afraid to tell him. Because then he wants to know the truth. He wants to know. And I'm afraid that if he finds out, because what if he's joking? What if this is all talcum powder in the beard? As somebody said, Lee, I think it was. He touches his beard and then goes, psh. I don't think it's that. I don't know. In a way, he reminds me of a magician who hasn't shaved. He talks, like this, and he moves his hands a certain way, like a magician. He's very eloquent the way he uses his hands when he talks, and you know what I mean? You know how magicians are with their dexterity? I get that vibe from him. I feel like I'm being duped. But for 2 years, I think he does have a YouTube channel. Anonymously, mostly, but I think this guy really believes it. I'm just saying it. I'm just going on the record because I know I don't know. I mean, he's got more to lose than anybody. He's got so much to lose, and he says it. I'll get to that part. He says it. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. I'm okay with being the crazy guy. He knows. He knows it's hard for people to believe. He's got it's a great representation. I just hope we're not being duped. I don't get that vibe, but that's what scares me. We just talked about this the other night. Nice people does not mean credible. Brandon Fugel, nice guy. Doesn't know what the hell he's doing, though. You know what I mean? This guy's only been into this 2 years. I'm not sure if anybody told him. Isn't it flakes? I mean, he knows. He knows. He knows. I don't know if he knows on purpose, but he knows.
And ultimately, it's about humanity choosing between dark.
But his message is fantastic, and I really like the guy. I don't know. He's a likable guy.
Light. And ultimately, it's about humanity choosing a natural connection to God, to Earth, to Mother Earth, to Spirit, to each other, to love, to connection, to going on after this life, journeying at the natural cycle, and
hey, Coral Ann.
Forced manufactured consciousness that creates a God experience coming through technology, starting with this Trojan horse of technology through cell phone, Google, all these different things, these social platforms that disconnect the human connection, the face-to-face, and over time there's a ripple effect on society. People have stopped having sex, having babies, stopped interacting interpersonally, and it's a wider chasm, and basically they're being co-opted and owned.
What does your family think of your experience, and how do they accept what's been going on with you the past couple years?
It terrorized my mother, vehemently against it. It's because I call them a family because they are family. They're our family. They're your family, they're your family, they're our family. I didn't know that in the beginning, but I fell in love with them because of the beauty of life. They gave me, I don't know how to even put it into words. There are no words. How God looks at life, how the inspiration of life and all the beauty and all the intimacy that goes to forming that thought in creation, the love, that understanding, that knowing came through God to them, to me. My family, when the star started, they all saw stuff and it freaked them out. They ran for the hills. And then when I was like, okay, I'm going to respect their space. I don't want to push this on anybody. I don't even know what's happening at that point. But then I started to kind of talk about them. When they would ask me, I would say, this is our family. And it really enraged them. And I understand.
This is our family. What does he mean? Does he mean his family, like his bloodline, his grandma, great-grandparents? Is that what he's saying? That's pretty intense to believe that. I wish I could feel the way he does. I yearn for that. I do. I wish. About orbs but he's feeling something, and what if he is... I don't know. I want to believe him. I really do. But you could watch the rest of this on Third Phase. There's another 22 minutes to go. It's really good. It's one of my favorite pieces of the year. That documentary, a little documentary, 37 minutes. It's pretty good. Apala did great. If you haven't been to her channel, she's done some things. Apala Asteria, I believe it is, right? I don't know. I don't have the link right in front of me. But she does a really good job. She has a unique look. Nobody looks like her. Ariel from The Little Mermaid, maybe. Ariel was hot. You know what I mean? Ariel was hot. For a cartoon? Forget about it. Come on, you thought the same thing. That's the hottest cartoon mermaid in the world. All right, maybe she's not. I don't know. I think I went to Disneyland and they had one of those walking around, and the girl was hot as well. I'm like, wow, they must really interview well. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight on Thanksgiving weekend. I'm extremely thrilled to see we've got a nice crowd here, so thank you all for hanging out. Christopher Peters is not your normal dude. This is a guy who is laying it all on the line right now because he believes it that much. He almost cried there. I tell you, seeing a grown man cry makes you want to cry. I know, I'm so sensitive, it's disgusting. What's wrong with me? I think I lost all my testosterone a few years ago. That's what happened. It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh, you want to see something? Okay, I know we've talked about the monolith. It's done, it's over with. Actually, Leak Project went there and got close-ups and all that stuff. Isn't it Lost? He's in Lost Boys. Yes, he is. Christopher Peters. I looked it up myself. I saw him. I saw his picture and his name. So I just got a message from someone saying, I just looked it up. It's not there. Yeah, original one. Trust me, he's in it. He dated, for 4 years, Sharon Stone. I mean, it was big in the tabloids all over. All right, so the monolith, it's solved. We all know it's a man-made object, right? But check this out. Maybe this guy did it. I forgot to show this the other night. This is a guy named Richard Serra. S-E-R-R-A. And these are sculptures that he plants worldwide. Okay. Well, that didn't help much. There we go. See? I'm not saying it's him. But it could be. It could be. I don't see any rivets. I hated those rivets. I hated those rivets from first glimpse. First time I saw it, done. I knew it. I knew it was man-made. But you don't know until you know. So you ride the wave out and hoping that those aren't rivets, man. Maybe there are other things that look like rivets. What the hell just... What? You're not going to believe what just... I'm freaking out. I just heard somebody say those were rivets in this ear. But it wasn't in my ear. It sounded like it was, and maybe it's, okay, around 52 and a half minutes, I'll check on the replay. It sounded like it was a voice box next to me. I got goosebumps, man. I mean, that made me stop and, I'm telling you, it's just weird. All right. Yeah, maybe it was, I don't know what. Maybe it was somebody outside. I don't know. It didn't, could have been. All right. So I hope this isn't, you see what I mean? I don't know if are these rivets? It's hard to tell. I can't blow it up any bigger. Pretty interesting though. So look up Richard Serra. S-E-R-R-A. Oh, well, this looks very close. Here, he puts, I think, 3 or 4 or 5 of them out in one area. Sculpture to undergo restoration after damage. So, unfortunately. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there since, I forgot the last few days. Pretty cool. Yeah, they went down there. I have here Bruce sees all. And I haven't watched the whole thing, but he says there's a large object that hit the moon. A large object that hit moon, the moon is covered with holes. So I wanted to check it out. This just came out yesterday. Just real quick, we can't spend a lot of time here.
Hey everyone, thanks a lot for taking the time to subscribe to the channel. It's been several weeks, almost a month. I haven't gotten any subscribers while we look at this object I caught.
Did you hear what he just said?
Taking the time to subscribe to the channel. It's been several weeks, almost a month. I haven't gotten any subscribers.
He hasn't gotten any subscribers. He's got 73,000. We're all being shadow banned. Oh, I'm telling you, it was super slow for me. If it wasn't for Third Phase, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have had any I wouldn't have any of the subscribers I had in the last couple months. It's been dead for me.
While we look at this
object. And them too. They're not raking it in like they used to. Everybody thinks that, but it's not. It's not that at all. It's dead for everybody. Everybody. I know, because I watch.
More than happy to answer it.
It's as good as it's going to get.
Octavia White, thanks so much for stopping by and asking that awesome question. I appreciate those who do. Let's take this, for example. Mare serenitatis. Let's take down the exposure and do a simple inversion where we could see a rectangle. I'll get the indication up. There we go. So before even zooming up into the surface at all.
Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's a rectangle right there.
Right beside there is the Apollo 17 landing, and over to the left here, we see tunnel-like objects that are outside of the mare. And that was the first rectangle and square that one of the first ones that I saw, many other ones.
Wait, but...
20 or 30 of them. Here's another one, same technique. Bringing down the exposure with the inversion.
It's a monolith. Yeah, right there. Look at that. There's a monolith. Looks like an arrow.
Rectangle and a line going to a crater right beside Tycho crater. So look at the angles. Here it's not a perfect square, but you see again that 90-degree angle, like there's a setup always around these supposed craters. Hey,
that was a pretty cool graphic right there.
This very well be a planet, right? Or an inhabited moon, quite simply, instead of it being a spaceship. But
look, monoliths.
Like the spaceship theory. I love the controversy around it. I love the
No, that's not. You can see there's a grid right here. You can totally see it.
Debate around it all, but in reality,
it's crazy.
Look at this, just like Earth, straight up towering object on the surface with a very peculiar line there.
Yep.
This is about the closest.
Right here. Here's another one. I know it could be pareidolia, but we've been seeing way too many of these. You know what I mean? What are they afraid of in the chat room, right? You know what I mean? Why? You know why. You know what they're afraid of. They honestly think if they admit that there's an alien base, maybe it's deserted, who knows? Maybe they're there, but if they admit it, I think what would happen is religion... I don't think religion would change at all. They're afraid. See, they're living in the past, man. In the 50s and 40s when religion was huge. It's a totally different world now. I don't think that people will lose their faith. They will say God created them as well. So don't buy into that. That's the government telling you, we can't have disclosure. People will lose their faith. No, they won't. I think it would strengthen it. I think it would.
Can you imagine the possibilities that God can create other beings out there? Whatever that God is to you. That is what's amazing. That's what would happen, and that's what they're afraid of. They want us following their lead, not a new religion or an enhanced religion or I think I said that. New alien religion. We're going to be afraid. We're not going to call them gods, so don't say that. We're not going to worship them if they came down here. We'll admire them if they came down here and showed us some cool stuff. Technology we can't have because maybe we don't have the elements here to make it. Maybe our planet just doesn't have it. So forget religion. Now we're just talking about if they admitted there was a alien base on the moon. I'm not talking now about if the aliens came down to Earth and disclosure happens. I'm just talking about when that happens and they admit or somebody says there's an alien base on the moon or they accidentally broadcast it, which, by the way, hasn't ever happened, has it? Forget the 60s and 70s. I'm talking 90s and on. No. Just that one mission, Apollo 20, where you see the woman, the body, and it has the thing over the eye, the face, and it's, mummified very nicely. That's probably not real. Looks good. But if they said, we found structures on the moon and they're not by man, that's how I think that. Oh, FAP, thank you for the super chat. I almost forgot. $5 super chat. That's right, everybody. GoofOn has a super chat. It's activated the entire show. It's the only way we survive here. Thank you very much for that. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Darren Bach, welcome to the show. Vinny Barbarino, what are you doing here, huh? Forget about it. Blue Chicken, you're still here. Oh, good. Usually you fly in, you fly right out. I'm glad that you're making a little nest for yourself. Did you lay any eggs? But anyway, now we got to talk about how would that, the only thing that's how you do disclosure. Hold on a second. I think I found a way to have disclosure. Oh my God. Hey, Dave, Spaced Out Radio. I figured out a great way to have disclosure. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope somebody big is listening to this. Don't say you have alien contact yet. You say you found these things, these ancient structures on the moon. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. There's no threat to the Earth. People will say, what does this mean? How long have they been there? We've got to get people and astronauts up there to inspect these things. We just can't send a rover. Let's send a team tomorrow if we could. So you get whoever, SpaceX, whatever, get the heck up. I know we can do it. We just sent 5 people over to the ISS. Don't tell me you can't send people out there. So we send a crew out there. But before they get prepared to go there, the talk on the internet and all over social media would be enormous. And everybody will know about it. This isn't something that is just going to go viral for a day. This is forever. The talk will be forever. My God, they found and then you know what's going to happen? They're going to be on the way to the moon and we lose signal. Something would happen now. We don't get to see what happens. I just got that feeling. But anyway, the discussion wouldn't change anything on Earth. It wouldn't. The stock market wouldn't go crazy. People wouldn't jump out of a 40-story window. But the idea that there's a found structure on the moon or structures can spark the interest the way we need it to go. Then what happens is 6 months, a year later, You wouldn't believe it. You lie now, right? They're going to lie. They're going to have to. You got the truth out. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's ready. You've talked about it on TV. We send people out there. They verified it's a real structure. And they said it goes underground into the moon. But they couldn't get in. Whatever. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But it's there. And then you have the world talk about it. And then a year later, you wouldn't believe this. We have a message. We're getting a signal from the base or from space, however they can play it out at this point. Because they already know. They met the aliens already. But they just can't pop those on us. I think that's the best way to do it. Just pop it on us. But then again, that would cause people to freak out if you just show aliens one day. I think this is the only way to do it. The only other way is what I said a few months ago. You have what's called Disclosure Television. The Truth About Aliens. They're Here, whatever. Volume 1. And you run a 24/7 channel of discussion on network television worldwide. However you want to do it. Zoom, chat, whatever it takes. Skype, it doesn't matter. You get all these people talking and teach them about the alien culture that's about to be on Earth. They're on their way here. They're going to be here in 6 months. You need to know what we know now. And we're going to show you little by little every day what we know, what their message is, and why they're coming here. So, welcome to Disclosure. My name is Rich Giordano, and I will follow you through every step of the way. Good evening, everybody. So, it's been said, aliens are on the way. I can't believe I just said that. They're on their way. We made contact with them on February 23rd at 14:50 hours. And the message came across as what we thought were fast radio bursts, right? Isn't that what they are, FRBs? We thought it was just coming from stars, but it was a message that was sent to us, and we decoded it. They started coming in more frequently. We started getting more of these fast radio bursts, and it turns out it's a message. And each radio burst is another chapter. And we've got 1,400 of them. Chapter 1. Where do they come from? They come from Andromeda. And their vessel is the size of the United States of America. It's 3,000 miles long. There's going to be 100,000 of them. They are known as the Parthenians. Coincidence maybe, but the Parthenians are from a planet they call Ika. I don't know. Ika is very close to Earth's atmosphere. That's why they're coming here. Their planet is about to be taken from them, according to the message. They stand 4 feet tall on average. They have 3 different sexes. They have 8 eyes, or what are going to be perceived as eyes. Their technology is so advanced that they will be able to look like us when they arrive. We will never know what they look like, and I'm not sure I want to know. But we have an artist's rendition here, so let me get it for you. This is what it looks like. And they made a cast. All right? This is the image they're going to show us. Now, some of this may scare some people. But here it is. I know. It's green. but that's it. I don't know why they made it green. They knew I had a green screen. What did I say? I said white, white, white. So they're on the way. And every night for the next 6 months, we're going to educate you on the species and the aliens that are on their way. Ça va? May we? That's how it's going to go down. I'm telling you. Just let me do it. Didn't that mask look cool? It did. I'll show you again. Well, let me put it on. Oh, well, here it is. That looks badass. Let me put this on. Whoa. You can see me in there. That's bizarre. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I am from the planet Iku. I am a Zoltarian. My race is 1 billion years old.
That's how it's going to be. And then you know what's going to happen after that? That's right. They're going to come down here and it's lights out. They're going to take our heads off and we're going to be dead. And everybody, you run for your lives. It's the Predator. Yeah. Put the hat back on. My hair's getting long. I haven't cut it in, 4 months. Get it back. That's right, I'm not bald. And I've got very, 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 very little gray. Hey, I'm almost 53. That's almost 60 to you and me. I don't want to die. Yeah, I do. Anyway, that's how disclosure should happen. That's one of the ways, have a show that's just continuously run. You have 2 hosts, maybe 3, 8-hour shifts each. I, of course, would be the prime time, and you guys can pick whoever else you think would be I have to do it. It has to be me. That'd be great. That'd be really scary, though. Honest to God. Scary. Every emotion, I think, would go through your body, actually. That's what I liked. It was boring movie, but Arrival? Is it Arrival? Yeah. I liked it. I didn't hate it. The little ink that they talked with. It was a little slow. I fell asleep when I saw it in the theater, so I had to wait till it came out on the internet to see it again. I know. But Arrival, man, that movie was a trip. All right, have there been UFOs around Thanksgiving? Of course. Got a video right here. I'm going to bring it on over. Thanksgiving UFOs. This one's Keela Connie. Let's see what they got on film here, on video. Let's see. Is it going? Is it good? Here we go. Good.
That?
It is, Bubbles. It's UFOs, I swear. They're balloons.
They're balloons with the things in them.
Ethan! Balloons with lights in them. No, they're not.
Yes!
They're UFOs, man.
No, remember when...
They do have little wings, don't they? Look at the way they're erratically moving around the sky.
Yeah, the music in the background. There we go. That's all I needed. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. How come when I listened to 10 seconds of this, I didn't hear the music? It just started playing. It's always something with this show. Idiot. Well, that's the risk you take. Hold on. I've got a lot more here. Oh, well, why is this here? I don't want that there. Get that off. Okay, yeah. Yesterday we talked about ECETI. Okay, I'm just looking at stuff here. Betty Davis, I got to put that in there. Because I have some stuff here, and I don't know where it... here we go. Okay, here we go. Thanksgiving and aliens. Here's some mysterious lights flashing in Houston. And this was on a Thanksgiving night. This is actually not bad. Is this... This was from Houston last night. Something similar was spotted in Miami. This is just oh, this is from earlier in the year. Oh, yeah. Check this out anyway. I don't remember this one, guys. Do you? Oh, come on. You got to be serious. I got to watch the ad. And so... 50% off everything at the Gap. Oh, Banana Republic. And the Gap, too. Don't forget the Gap has everything half off. Where's the audio?
There's been a whole bunch of them. And that's not usually there. It's in the sky, but this is not...
See, to me, they're rising. I don't think they're going across the sky. I think they're going vertical and up with the wind with these clouds. Let's see.
It's the sky over there. Look at this. What is this? I've never seen anything like it. It is so weird.
Why do people say that? Every video. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, credibility just went out the window. Have a nice day. The video doesn't lie, though. I don't know what it is. To me, it looks like Chinese lanterns. We're never going to know. We're never going to know.
And I wish I could see it in person because it looks quite different than on video. They're red.
It's pretty cool. They're not going up that fast, but it is what it is. We all know. Dots. I need to see craft. I want to see craft. I'm done with the lights. The lights don't work anymore. We're in trouble with the lights. Drones, forget it. It ended everything. Drones killed this field. Not the field, but as far as... did you know, as far as videos, Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, saw a UFO, had a UFO story. I'm going to play it for you. It's pretty cool, actually. I don't know if I remember it. All right, where are you? Where are you? Should be playing. Here we go. See, it's not playing. Makes me angry. Anyway, before Aaron Rodgers, it was the first pick. He experienced the first. The Packers quarterback had a close encounter of the first kind, which is kind of like a close encounter of the third kind, except you don't see any aliens. You just see the UFO. Anyway, Rodgers described the mysterious incident recently on the You Made It Weird podcast with comedian Pete Holmes. Apparently, the UFO sighting went down in February of 2005, the night before Rodgers was supposed to make an appearance on the ESPN's Cold Pizza, which is now First Take. The former Cal quarterback flew to the East Coast for the interview, and while he was there, he was staying with the family with the family of former Cal teammate Steve Levy. And I'll let Rodgers take it from here. We were wandering down at dinner, and then there was a weird siren in the distance, so we go outside. It was snowy night, and we went outside, and it was one of those bright nights where it's overcast, but there's enough light from the moon to see things, and the next thing you know, we saw something in the sky, Rodgers said. This wasn't just anything, though. The Packers quarterback is 100% convinced he saw a UFO. It was a large orange left to right moving object. Because of the overcast nature of the night and the snow, you couldn't make out if it was behind the clouds we were seeing, but it was definitely large in the night sky, moving from left to right, Rodgers said. Again, it was like 12:30 at night here, It was me, Steve, and his brother that saw it. That means there were a total of 3 witnesses. And it goes out of sight. And we all look at each other and go, "What the F was that?" Rogers said. You could hear it moving. When it had been out of sight for like 30 seconds. And when I say 30 seconds, it felt like 5 minutes. At the time, we were kind of in shock. According to Rogers, the group then heard about 4 fighter jets overhead, and they knew they were fighter jets because you know the sound of a fighter jet when it flies by, Rogers said. Rogers also added that his UFO sighting fit into the mold of a classic sighting. Now, if you know anything about UFO sightings or done your research, you know that a lot of times 2 things are connected to UFO sightings, Rogers said. 1 is the presence of fighter jets. And 2, there's a lot of sightings around nuclear power plants. So, to tie it all together, the alarm we heard was from 30 miles out was a nuclear power plant that had an alarm that went off. The Packers quarterback was hesitant to share his UFO story at first, probably because he didn't want to sound crazy, but after he got started, you could tell it was a moment he clearly remembered, even though it's been 11 years since it happened. The close encounter clearly paid off for Rogers. He was drafted in the first round, then went on to win 2 MVP awards and a Super Bowl. Amazing. Anyway, you can hear the entire 2-hour podcast by clicking here. It's 2 hours of Rogers talking about things you never hear Rogers talk about. The UFO story starts around the 1440 mark. Well, shoot. Hey there. I'm about to get in your computer. Yeah, that doesn't work with me. I ain't doing this stuff. Pretty amazing. Super chat by Mr. DB Cooper 77 for $5. He says, didn't ex-Golden State Warriors player Baron Davis say he was abducted before? Emoji. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Mr. DB Cooper 77. And the question, I think you're right. I think Baron Davis, who also, didn't he play for the Lakers too? I don't know. He jumped around a little bit. He was a good defense player. Good defensive player. Yeah, I think he did say that. I don't know if it was a tongue-in-cheek, but no, it wasn't. That's right. Him and another player were sitting next to each other, and I'm not sure if he saw it with him or he was just there and sitting on the couch. Yeah, I remember that. It's wild, man. Yeah, wild times we're living in. Wild times. Even though that was a while ago, but nonetheless. Now, UFO sightings are on the rise in Michigan, but why? People are wondering this. This is a article that came out about a month and a half ago, but we didn't talk about it. It's not a star that it says here, and it doesn't look like a plane, so what is that shiny object in the night sky? Imaginations are running wild across the state as reports of UFO sightings are on the rise here in Michigan. Director Bill Konkoleski of the Michigan chapter for MUFON said they've received more than 180 reports of UFOs spotted by people in the state so far in 2020, about a month and a half ago. They saw an uptick in UFO reports starting earlier in the year. In the spring, there was definitely a big uptick. You could say that there was a correlation between the beginning of the pandemic shutdown and the beginning of the sightings. Can't rule out a flying saucer or two. He believes he knows what many Michiganders are seeing. And it's possible they're seeing it because people are at home more outside enjoying the warm weather. He says it's the Starlink satellites. That's not what they're seeing. Unbelievable. This guy works for MUFON. And he says It's the Starlink satellites put up by Elon Musk's company, SpaceX. He says they're sent up in long strings, so when you see them, usually either when the sun is going down or the sun is coming up, and the sun is bouncing off of them, what you see is a string of lights flying across the sky. It's not the sky. It's in orbit. And it really looks spooky, Konchaleski says. And if you don't know what these things are, and yes, they do look like a fleet of UFOs coming to invade. And more are being launched all the time. Yeah, we know. Traditionally, in any given year, Konchaleski said his group gets roughly around 200 UFO sightings. Of those, am I with you? Of those, 80% can be identified easily. 80? Not 95, not 90. 80%. And then he says, and then there's that last remaining somewhere between 20 and 5% that we just can't identify. And we mark as unidentified. And those are interesting ones that keep us involved. Just a couple of weeks ago was a bright light just hovering over the lake, and a couple of witnesses spotted this off their boat. And the thing exploded and turned into 3 white lights and a red light that hovered there in the sky. This was, there was a compelling sighting recently over Lake St. Clair. So that one, he says, has a kind of strange, no idea what that is effect. Yeah, of course it does. There's no video. I'm making a video, by the way. And I think I'm going to put it out tomorrow. Mary Hall has sent me some really cool videos and interesting pictures of things I'd like to share. So I may put them in a little premiere for 15 minutes just to show you what she sent me. It's just, if I put it up on the show, it would never be seen. People would just, nobody listens 2 hours, just us. A lot of people come and go. It's a slow time of the show for them. Always playing a clip, always yammering about nothing again. Oh, I got to show you this. This is crazy. I don't know how I found this. It was just in a recommendation. This kid, and I want to hear what you think, gets struck by lightning, lives, but check out the story, because I don't see any lightning. But you do see a flash. Have you seen this thing?
18-year-old soccer player in Russia is lucky to be alive after being struck by lightning. It happened during a warm-up with his team. A surveillance camera caught the moment Ivan Zaborowski was hit. After the flash of light, Ivan can be seen lying on the pitch, not moving. Coach Anton Basov ran over to him and found a burn mark on the front of his jersey. The coach performed first aid, and then Ivan was taken to a hospital. He was placed in a
Wait a minute, that doesn't look like first aid to me.
medically induced coma. Now, 3 weeks later, Ivan is back on the field. He shows off the burn scar on his neck. It came from where he was wearing a chain. Ivan says he doesn't remember anything from that fateful day.
That's crazy. Right when he's about to kick the ball, he gets blasted with something. And the weird thing is, well, you don't hear any sound. But it didn't look like the people ran. It looked like he got hit with, you don't see a bolt.
Trouble breathing during his recovery, but says he's getting better.
I mean, I know how lightning can, maybe because, you know, the way it's frames per second, maybe it skipped over the strike.
But says he's getting better every day.
But it's weird. Even if you cover up the screen with your hand like I did on my phone, you don't see any strikes coming from up here, and you don't even see the flash. You see it, you know, under your hand. It's very isolated. It's almost as if he got hit with a weapon.
But says he's getting better every day.
That's just, it looks like he disintegrated, but he didn't, but it does look like it.
But says he's getting better every day.
That's unreal to me. Go back to the beginning and watch it.
16-year-old soccer player.
See what I mean?
16-year-old soccer player.
It's all down here. Where's the lightning bolt? Is it arcing and we don't see it from this camera angle?
A 16-year-old soccer player.
I tell you, that's just bizarre. He lived. He lived, thank God, he lived. I love lightning. I have another one. Here's another lightning one I'll pull up. Caught on tape. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go. You can see the lightning. He's by a pole. Oh no, when does it happen? I didn't watch the whole thing. Uh-oh. Oh no. When does it happen? It doesn't happen? Oh, right here? Of course I stop it. Here it comes. All right, I give up. You know, this I don't need. Idiot I am. Idiot. I fell for it. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. All right. This is cool. And I did run through this, but I didn't watch the whole thing. But I'll play a couple of these. 5 most incredible recent discoveries and mysteries to blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your face right off. 3, 2, go.
And can even be seen in cave art. Every day.
That's the stuff I like. This is what I want to talk about. These things. There it is. Shooting a beam. 1, 2, 3. A guy and his dog shining a light. The sun is behind Mother Mary over here, I guess. Or it's up here. He's shining his eye, looking up at the UFO. And what is this? 3 more UFOs. I'm freaking out as I sit here. Oh my God, I can't believe what I'm looking at. You're not going to believe it. Maybe some of you will. I have a photograph in my other computer. Now I'm going to be forced to turn it on. I took a picture in Sedona of the beautiful red rocks and a UFO I captured at the very top of the picture, just like you see here. And it was a wide-angled lens, and to the left, there were 3 UFOs just like this. I'm freaking out. I have to find that photo. Do you guys remember that photo? I think it was from 2005 I took it. Same setup. I had the 3 over here and the 1 over here. I'm going to look for it for a second. Maybe I can find it online.
Have been depicted in paintings and can even be seen in cave art. Every day these mysterious objects are witnessed, and while many of these can easily be explained as natural phenomena, aircraft, debris, animals or other objects, some do remain a mystery.
Damn it.
Right now, space agencies are always looking for life outside of our planet.
No, that's not it.
It's also important to remember that UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object, and does not mean the object in question is alien in nature. It's only been in recent years that people have connected the two. Recently, people have been seeing mysterious objects near our sun. These usually come in the form of cubes, and amateur researchers have said they can be seen near our sun every so often.
I know where I can get it though.
The most recent one was captured.
I don't want to play that. I don't care about that. This is the one. Are these sprites? Is this what's going on?
The Brahman experimental camera in Brazil captured this interesting light phenomena. They described it as a gigantic jet. The cameras monitor the sky above Brazil 24 hours a day, and during one of these sessions the cameras picked up on this incredible light anomaly.
Alright, forget this. Alright, hold on a second. Let's find the picture while we're here. I gotta go to the Wayback Machine and type in my old website. So let's do that. CNUFOS. It's amazing that all this stuff is still in here. Well, it's most of it. So we got to go back to 2005. Let's go. It's going to be in here for sure. And let's pick the 23rd. Looks like a big day. It's not opening up. Is it opening? Oh, there we go. So let's see. You guys never seen this website, huh? Here we go. Watch this. Oh, it didn't work, you bastards. Wow, look at how old it looks. Ah, that was fun back then. Let's see. It's going to be, I believe, Jaime Maussan, 12th Planet Skywatchers, the movie. It's going to be down here, unexplained. Detailed photograph of Arizona. Thank you. Told you I'd find it. Oh no. I hope it's here. This is pretty cool. Okay, here's the UFO. And here's the 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. UFO's up here. I know it's hard to see. God dang it. Can I zoom in on this? I tell you what, I'll save it. Let's screen it. And let's pull it up and we'll play with it real quick. Because that's the UFO. And then here's the 3. 1, 2, 3. In a triangular formation. You understand? I don't play around. When I shoot UFO pictures, I get a good one. I get the good one. All right, now I got to pull up pictures, okay. Screenshots, okay. Brand new, here it is. And there it goes. All right. You guys can see that, right? Okay. So let's zoom in on it. Whoa. This has, oh, I can't believe this. I'm so happy. Ready? It's got windows. You can see. I mean, that's what I'm talking. It's old. There's 3 black dots here too. And I don't know what they mean, but I've seen these on other UFOs. Now, I think this is a disc-shaped UFO, and it extended itself. You could even see what looks like the UFO. This goes back into the ship. I think they opened up the bottom so they could look out these windows. Now let's look at the other UFOs. I don't know if we'll be able to see them. Hold on. Whoops. All right, there they are. There's 1, 2, 3. See? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I know. I see black dots here, but they're in the clouds. And what are the odds that the picture from Mother Mary, right? We get to see it. I don't know where I pulled up that picture of Mary. Where's Mary? Mary, Mary. You stink. It's in here. It's back here. I can't remember where I saw it. I can't remember where I saw it. Here? It doesn't matter. You remember. So pretty wild, right? I don't know what to say. But there's I like this UFO like you wouldn't believe. Why can't I? All right, I'm losing my mind. Oh, I'm back in the wrong thing. I don't want this. I want the picture. Schmoho. There they are. 1, 2, 3. Let's go take a look at the UFO one more time. I don't know. What do you think? Pretty cool. Go back. Yeah, here we go. This is not from an iPhone. This was from a Vivitar 3 megapixel camera from 2000 and I had it since 2003, I believe. And I took the picture in 2005. September 5th. And on September 23rd, I saw the humanoid. By the way, I want to rewind real quick before we end tonight. Yesterday, I showed you a humanoid from Jim Martin. It might be an airplane. And I think it might, I don't know what it is, but you have to go by what's the most logical. Now, Blake and Brent, Third Phase of Moon, I think it was Brent who said that I think it's an airplane, and he explained. So let me pull it up because it might be. And today I looked at it, and I wanted to see how this could look like an airplane. I'll bring it up. Here we go. All right, remember? I'm going to show you something. Oh, 7 years ago. So you see these? Maybe, and I don't know how a lot of you understand photography. I don't know what you know. But sometimes at the certain time of day and with the certain amount of light, cloud cover, you name, wings disappear on an airplane. This may be the back ass of an airplane. And we're seeing the lights flashing. But the legs move like they're running. I don't know. But there's something up here which may be the tail of the airplane. And for some reason, it's just not showing up. But what bothers me about this is that Jim Martin also sees a balloon, never mentions it, but it's also here. But it may be an airplane. Don't dismiss it yet.
Let's take a close.
Did not. So why would it do this? Why would it look like it's walking through the sky then? I don't know. Maybe we're looking at the back end of it. There's a balloon.
Yes,
there is? How can you say there's no eyes? Who said if you... I don't know.
Let's take a look at some different filters, starting with green.
It's just bizarre. Could that be an airplane? For so long and it still hasn't worked. Well, it hasn't worked for me. I don't know. What am I doing? Street looking for it. But we don't get that. Maybe he said it in the... I should have played his video. Anyway, I don't know. It's from a Third Phase interview that they did with the guy. I don't know, man. It's pretty weird. Didn't I play the part where you see the alien moving his hand and making the lights go on and off? I thought I played that part. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know. It could be a balloon. It could be an airplane. Why else would two lights equidistant apart and then something weird up here? If you just color all that in and put wings in, that's where the lights would be, I think, and the tail and maybe the fuselage is showing. I got to get out there and show you guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with Goof on Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night. I am your lovely host, Rich Giordano. Thank you, newcomers, veterans. Appreciate you hanging out as long as you did. And moderators and super chatters, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the support. We'll be back tomorrow night. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. And then right after that, we're going on Spaced Out Radio for the roundtable tomorrow, Friday night. Hey guys, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.